So in a previous video, we talked about how if you want to do shadow work, it's important to not be in your mind, but to actually allow yourself to be in a surrender state. And then in another video, we talked about how if you want to be in a surrender state, how important it is to trust. You have to be able to trust the container and you have to be able to trust the teacher. And if you don't trust enough, you can really shoot your own foot in the process by being too hostile and breaking the container yourself. So today I'd like to talk about why it might be a little bit difficult to trust and more topics surrounding that. If you're not trusting, probably it's because you don't want to be vulnerable and you don't want to be exposed nor seen. So this particular mechanism where you don't want to be seen and you throw something up instead, it's really important to look at that, because a lot of times what people do is, in order to not feel vulnerable, in order to not be seen, they literally hide. And how do you hide? You actually throw up lies. And what that looks like is you might just talk out of your head and say, oh yeah, well, when I was little, I had this trauma and that's why I'm like this right now. There's like a know-it-all quality and talking about something that happened in the past, and specifically bringing in psychological concepts like, because this is my attachment style, nah. And this is hiding. This is hiding and not wanting to be seen and creating disruptions from people seeing you and giving you the chance to be vulnerable. And if you allow for this process to be seen, to be vulnerable, if you allow for this process, then the trust can happen. Then the surrender can happen after that.
So how do you let yourself be vulnerable? It's basically a matter of having the discipline and the practice of sitting with the uncomfortable feelings, whether that's fear or shame. And for those that find that really difficult, there's kind of an incentive for it that can happen, which is once you've allowed yourself to sit through that fear for long enough, a switch can happen where you actually start to you kind of go into a state of bliss and a feeling of freedom, because maybe you're being seen, or maybe you feel like you're being seen for the first time. And there's this that blissful feeling feels kind of like a free fall, just letting go, knowing that someone or something is there to catch you and support you. And so there's a deliciousness to that. So it turns into a pleasurable experience if you're able to have that discipline.
So if you would like to experience that pleasurable experience, that trust in the container, that trust in your teachers, we will actually be having a free sample class of our shadow work training this Sunday, the Sunday in 2 days. Sunday the 27th, I think. 25th, Sunday the 25th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. It will last for 1 hour. It is completely free, and you can just email us for the Zoom link. Our 3-week shadow work training starts after that. So the first group class, the group class is an hour and a half per class. The first group class starts 1 week from this Sunday. So it'll be October 2nd, and it'll go for 3 weekends. And if you sign up, you will also have had an individual session with Ameyalli in between this free class this upcoming Sunday and the first group class on October 2nd. So hope to see you there. Bye.